Hello guys, so in today's adventure, I'll be sharing with you my one night stay experience at the Safari Valley Eco Resort. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done that already for more content like this. So first off, let me take you on a tour of my cabin. So this type of cabin is called the family unit cabin. So it's made up of 4 individual cabins that have been interlocked together. So the first thing that struck me when I entered the room is the wooden feel. It brings about some coziness and the true richness of nature into the room. The design of this bathroom right here, I'm sure will bring memories of how we used to live life back in the days in the villages. So the middle of the bathroom is a wooden pallet with some pebbles surrounding it to soak the water away. Then again, what's a vacation without a good view? So even from the washroom, you have the luxury of this amazing view from the outside. And the highlight of this cabin for me was this enclosed and secretive space that was found in the middle of the cabin, and it could be accessed by all the 4 individual cabins. So this is how it looks from the aerial view. So after a quick nap, let's step outside and see what we can explore together. So it is very difficult to feel bored on this resort because anywhere you go, there is something to wow you. From the many canals on the premises, the fountains, ducks, just name them. And there are fishes in the water and you can go fishing on request. So the canals you see on the resort are all man-made, but they are kept and managed so well that if you are not told it was man-made, it will be very difficult to notice. What were your name?
My name is Lauren.
So as we moved around, we met Lawrence, who was in charge of the kayaking and boating on the canal.
Okay, so we have the shallow side and we have the deep side. So the shallow is about 3 to 4 feet, and also the deep is 9 to 10 feet. But the whole thing is, the deep side is 13 feet. But because the water is not up to the 13 feet, that's why we limit. When you are going, the more you are entering to the deep side. So when you start from here you can get about 1 to 2 feet. So when you are going, you are entering there.
The bigger it becomes.
Yeah, sure.
I get it.
You get it.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
So when you are ready to go.
All said and done with one life jacket, it's now time to get onto the cruise. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so this is a paddle. You can remove it like this. You can use it. We can use one, but it's left and right. You have to go. You have to use it left and right. So you join it, and also you hold it this way. You know the time where the rating should face you. So you hold this side. You hold it stiff. Don't let the paddle move. When the paddle is moving your hand, it can't move. So forward is like this. You see the water go back like this. But if you want to reverse, the paddle will go behind you. One side will go behind you like this. And you see the water come to the front. That's like this, going reverse. But going forward is this way.
So Lawrence gave us a little briefing on cruising on the canal. It was now time for the moment of truth. So now we had to get on board the kayak. Now the scary part was that Lawrence, who is a professional when it comes to kayaking, wasn't going with us. He assured us that we could do it once we adhered to the briefing and rules that was given earlier.
It's fucking scary, man. Hey, you see that drifting out? Drifting.
All too soon, we were able to complete a 4-minute ride on the canal. Although he encouraged us that we do more, a 4 minutes to us was enough. All my friends went back to the cabin. I stayed back to do some touring around.
Oh, nice. So on board the deck is a place set aside for a bonfire. That's actually very thoughtful. My fear is that point or gradually you may have the wood getting burnt. Well, it's a well thought through idea, so I'm not sure they didn't consider the fact that it could get burnt. All the hotels and the apartments in Accra gives you like a city vibe, but this gives you a tropical vibe. It's more like you are embraced with nature if you come around here. There are birds, there are domestic birds, there is wildlife. You don't get this anywhere. And there's lots of greens. There's water here as well. There are a number of canals, and since there's water here, there most definitely there's going to be like a water activity or a water sport. Yeah, so they also do kayaking, boat cruise. Yeah, and even sometimes they go to the extreme of even setting up dinner tables by these sorry, by the canals. So it's quite an experience here. So behind me is the canal. So since it's a man-made canal, there needs to be a way for oxygen to, you know, mix up with the water. Since there are living things, and that's why you have that fountain behind. So at least it causes ripples on the water, so it doesn't stay stagnant.
So this is how the recreational area of the resort looks like. Aside the fact that the area looks green, there are a number of culturally inspired architecture here as well. And the best part of it is that there is a real live maze here as well. Are you not blown away already? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. So if you're a fan of water or probably lodging in one of the cabins that do not have private pools, all you need to do is to make your way to the recreational area and have the entire pool to yourself. So there you go. This is one of the culturally inspired architecture I talked about that is found here in the recreational area. In our cultural setting, tell me what this building looks like. I'll be waiting for answers in the comment section.
One thing I really love about this place is how they name their cabins. So they name their cabins with the communities they find around. So where I stay is a Cropon 614. No, a Cropon 612, yeah. So when I was walking down here this morning, I also saw a Ukugwa, and Ukugwa is one of the towns and townships along the stretch if you are coming here, and it's also the hometown of the famous Okofanoche, who commanded the Golden Stool for the Ashantis back in the days. Yeah. So I'm going on a tour around. Let me see how far my left can take me. What I can also show you. So there are poop all around from the ducks, and there are feathers too on the grass, probably as a result of they petting themselves or as a way to clean themselves. So these are not your ordinary ducks you see in your house. I don't know, are these ones? Let me know in the comment section if you know who these guys are. There are lots of animals that are not inhabitants of Ghana or West Africa. So the animals are imported. They have zebras, they have wild beasts, cranes, and there are some ostrich-like looking animals too. One thing I've observed and I love about this place is that they leave so many things untouched. They want you to have a feel of how raw nature is. So in their rooms you see lots of wooden furnishing, like naked wooden planks. Even their roads have been unkept. If I say unkept, even their roads are untarred. So their natural dirt road you find everywhere. And I'm pretty much sure it's intentional and it's for a good reason. So these are the only cars that are used here. So because it's an eco-friendly resort, they only use electric vehicles here. So the one that just passed behind me is an electric vehicle. There are a number of them. Yeah, back to the road issue. So the road is purposely not tarred, just so you have a feel of how raw nature or real nature looks like. They don't want to bring so much of urbanization here, but still not compromising on the luxury or the appeal you would get in any proper resort. Yeah. Okay, so there's another electric vehicle coming. So yeah, there are a number of these electric vehicles around here in the resort. So they limit their carbon dioxide emission into the climate.
So this cabin you see here, which is called mahogany, is used as a showroom cabin when there are no guests to lodge in. But in their peak season, when there are a lot of guests around, they give it out for guests So this very video I'm showing to you right now was taken some months ago when I came here as a day guest. But at the moment it looks like there are people lodging inside. So I'll quickly wrap up here and leave, just so I don't invade on their privacy.
And you see, so you don't throw anything away here. They formulated this tree as part of the ornament here. I'm sure it was part of the things they found here when they were building.
So just when I was about leaving to my cabin, I saw this cat moving, so I hopped on so I could drop off at my cabin. Mind you, these electric cars are a lot on the resort. Once it is going towards your direction, you can hop on and hop off when you get to your destination. So the resort's location is in the middle of nowhere. It is very far away from the main township itself. So it is the resort, and the far and immediate surroundings are vast lands of forest. This is the view when heading to the resort. It's nothing short of an amazing landscape. And just before I forget, this is the Asenema Waterfall. And the fall is about 10 minutes drive away from the resort. So upon request, the resort can arrange for a trip for you to visit the falls. I believe you enjoyed today's video. If you did, kindly like, share so other people can see, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one.